Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I think you should know just how dangerous what we avoided was with the commies that we just kicked out of office. You need to understand just how dangerous things would have gotten.
We had meetings in DC in May where we talked to them about this, and the meetings were absolutely horrifying, and we came out basically decided we had to endorse Trump.
Mark, add so little color to absolutely horrifying. What did you hear in those meetings?
They said, look, AI is one of these technology. AI is a technology basically that the government is going to completely control. This is not going to be a startup thing. They actually said flat out to us, don't do AI startups. Like don't fund AI startups. It's not something that we're going to allow to happen. They're not going to be allowed to exist. There's no point. They basically said AI is going to be a game of 2 or 3 big companies working closely with the government. And
do you realize how evil the people that were in power were now? I hope you do.
We're going to basically wrap them in a, I'm paraphrasing, but we're going to basically wrap them in a government cocoon. We're going to protect them from competition. We're going to control them, and we're going to dictate what they do. And then I said, I don't understand how you're going to lock this down so much, because like the math for, AI is like out there and it's being taught everywhere. And, they literally said, during the Cold War, we classified entire areas of physics, and took them out of the research community, and like entire branches of physics basically went dark and didn't proceed. And that if we decide we need to, we're going to do the same thing to the math underneath AI.
Wow.
And I said, I've just learned 2 very important things. Because I wasn't aware of the former, and I wasn't aware that you were, even conceiving of doing it to the latter. And so they basically just said, we're going to take total control of the entire thing, and just don't.
And what was their, and Mark, what was Steel Managed for the listener? Like, what was their argument? Why was
this gets into this whole all these debates around like AI safety, AI policy. So there's sort of several dimensions on it, and I'll do my best to steel man it. So one is just like to the extent that
these people are poisonous scum. And we got them out just in time, because these people are people that believe the government knows what's good for you and you need to sit down and shut up. Okay? And that is pure evil. That is not what this country was founded on. It's not what this country is about. And God bless America, and glad we got them out of there. AI was going to be Operation Chokepoint 3.0, folks, because remember, during the whole time that Gary Gensler's been there, he's been doing these he's been talking about AI a lot. So he would have been their hatchet man for that too. He would have been right there with Elizabeth Warren conducting these Operation Chokepoint 2.0 and cutting off companies that were in AI and all that. But guess what? Turns out, because the evil people are gone, 2025 is going to be the year of the crypto IPO, and probably AI too. This is why Ripple will go public next year. Prediction for 2025, the year of the crypto IPO. This is by Smoke. Then Bitwise, look at these predictions. 2024 was a landmark year for crypto, but we believe 2025 will mark the beginning of its golden era. 10 predictions for the year ahead, plus 1 big bonus prediction. Bitcoin will trade above 200,000. Bitcoin's ETFs will attract more flows in 2025 than they did in 2024. Coinbase stock, folks, this one right here, Coinbase stock will trade above $700 a share. Remember, when it IPO'd, it came out at $350, and then it went down, and it's been down until recently. It came back up to about that level. This is the reason that my sponsor linked to, I just bought Uphold private equity yesterday. I already owned some, but Uphold is the one I think is like the dark horse private equity. I think something's going to come out of nowhere that's good for Uphold, and this right here is right in line with it. In my opinion, Uphold is a better place to get crypto than Coinbase by a long shot. And then we move on. So anyway, by the way, if you want some link to private equity, you have to be accredited, but you can go to linqto.com and you can get all sorts, AI, crypto, all these things. And you can also download the Link to app. They have a quick process for determining if you're accredited or not. At least 5 crypto unicorns will go public in the U.S. Many of those unicorns they're talking about, like Circle, Ripple, are on. Well, I don't think they may not be on the platform now, but they have been on the platform at various times, and they may be on the platform soon. Who knows? Just go check it out. Tokens launched by AI agents will spearhead meme coin mania. The number of countries holding Bitcoin will double. Coinbase will enter the S&P 500, and MicroStrategy will enter the NASDAQ 100. The U.S. Department of Labor will relax its guidance against crypto and 401k plans. That'll be huge for iTrustCapital, which is also on the Link2 platform. Stablecoin assets will double to $400 billion. The tokenized real-world asset market will reach $50 billion. Bonus. In 2029, Bitcoin will overtake the $18 trillion gold market and trade above $1 million per Bitcoin. Note, predictions are not guarantees and are not investment advice. Okay, there's a crypto sale on today, folks. I accumulated some yesterday and some today. I'm going to, in DAIXRP.com, I'm going to show you 3 more digital assets that I am thinking about accumulating. I have not yet, but I'm going to show you 3 more. But he's saying, what are we buying today? These are the days that I buy. I'm not telling you what to do because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just saying days like today, with all the things we know are coming that are positive for crypto, makes today, the days like today, nothing but a buying day for me, buying opportunity. The market has been pulling back strong. We got a Bitcoin at 95. We got an XRP at $2.01. So we've had a solid pullback on everything. That's fine with me. I'll be accumulating until it's over. Right here is a piece of news that could just completely reverse the market. This is just one of many. Developing Microsoft shareholders vote today on investing in Bitcoin. Polymarket shows an 11% chance of approval. A 1% allocation would make Microsoft the 10th largest public company holding Bitcoin. Turns out Bitwise they've got another prediction. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana will hit new all-time highs. Here's their price targets. Bitcoin 200,000, Ethereum 7,000, Solana 750. And I said they just can't get away from the Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana marketing campaign. VC pump gang agenda. I'll make a prediction to add to their prediction. This is my VC pump gang prediction. I'll make a prediction that these guys, as well as all the typical people who I think are getting copies of talking points, that my prediction is that soon they will add to the Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana marketing campaign. You'll start seeing that SUI token in there too, because the VC pump gang's behind it too. Caitlin Long, holy cow, balanced story from New York Times about debanking. DC Blob has clearly coordinated to deny that it's happening. Washington Post, Punch Bowl, 60 Minutes denial stories last weekend. But New York Times broke ranks and finally admitted that, yes, it's happening. Here it is. I'm sure if you look in the body of the article, they tried to throw as much shade as possible. I wanted to remind everybody that, now that Trump and these guys are in and everything's going pro-crypto, everybody from Michael Saylor on, remember Michael Saylor wanted all other digital assets to be considered securities while Gary Gensler and them were in charge. He wanted it to go that way. Same thing for Jay Clayton. Jay Clayton wanted Ripple to stay in that lawsuit. He wanted them to lose. He wanted to focus on what they lost.
And he's saying the SEC has lost some cases, like the Ripple case. And his question is, if the SEC loses more of these lawsuits, like Coinbase and Binance cases, is that going to set the SEC back quite a bit? What will be the implications of that?
Okay, so the SEC has won every capital raising case, including the Ripple case. The judge, I believe, found that the issuance, in the initial issuance, was in fact a securities transaction during the capital raising case. Mm-hmm. The question
nobody has ever put a microphone, all these media assholes have never put a microphone in his face and said, no, wait a minute, you sued Ripple and tied them up in a lawsuit for 4 years. And then you got Bill Hinman to go out, you let him go out and say, setting aside the Ethereum ICO that you knew was a securities offering. And you were warned about it by Joseph Grunfest, as well as the national security guy in the Trump administration at the time, and you still did it. You were warned about how this would be beneficial to China and how this regulatory capture would create an unlevel playing field if you gave Ethereum that free pass, and you did it anyway. You're not honest, Jay Clayton, and it's obvious. You got stuff in your closet. It's a good thing that these guys are looking at things clearly where you didn't, and I can't believe that they're still embracing you.
Well, I've been a big fan of crypto for a long time, and so is my father, and I think he realizes that every country in the world is embracing it, and people are running. I mean, look at where we are right now in Abu Dhabi. I mean, they're putting billions of dollars into crypto, into kind of digital technologies, and if we don't do it as America, we're going to be left behind. And he wants to make America the crypto capital of the world. He's been very, very clear with that, and I applaud that. I mean, listen, right now, if you live in America, you want to go out and get a home loan, it takes you 90 days. How the hell does it take you 90 days to get a home loan? By then, by the way, the house is already sold. Your dream is gone. Zero chance you're getting it. Why does it? I mean, there is nothing on blockchain that can't be done better, faster, substantially cheaper, not pushing paper. I mean, the banking system that we have around the world, the modern banking system, is antiquated. It's antiquated, and it's just a matter of time before really crypto not only catches up, but just really leaps ahead. And so we're incredibly excited on a lot of fronts, and I think America will be the crypto capital of the world. And I fully support it. My father fully supports it. Our family, is fully embracing it. We believe in DeFi. We believe in CeFi. We believe that's the way of the future. And again, America, better lead the way. Otherwise, we're going to leave a lot behind. The people in the crypto industry are frustrated that no one's ever put together a sensible plan as to how to regulate an industry. They're fine with regulation, but they just want guidelines, and they've said that. And the problem is you see so many companies that have been so unfairly treated, right? So many lawsuits, hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, people attacked, companies attacked. And they're just saying, just give us, give us the rules of the road and we'll obey them. And by the way, if you give us the rules of the road, chances are the rest of the world will follow. And so I think sensible regulation makes a lot of sense. And a lot of people think that the crypto industry doesn't want regulation. That's actually not true. They just want sensible regulation that they can follow, regulation that's crystal clear, that's black and white. And they don't want to see people like Gary Gensler, who was absolutely a disaster for crypto. Everything he could to try and stifle innovation, he would do so. And those people have all been cleared out, and I think they will put together good regulation. I think we will have a clear roadmap, and hopefully the rest of the world follows that. Hopefully we can lead by example, because that's what we should do as Americans. And hopefully we truly are the crypto superpower of the world. Well, I've been a big fan of crypto.
They need to clear Jay Clayton out, too. And this is the former Trump campaign chairman. Listen to this.
The strongest advocate you could possibly have at this point in time, and he's only going to be stronger because when he goes back to the White House in January, one of the first things he's going to be doing is to clean out the SEC and put together people in an administration that will look at Bitcoin as part of, as he said, the strategic reserve of the United States. And so I think there's a lot of exciting times ahead. To those of you who are celebrating $100,000 Bitcoin, you're going to be celebrating much higher very soon, I think. The strongest advocate you could.
All right. And I'm going to skip this because this thing's gone too long, but this is Axler on interoperability, enabling access to DeFi innovation that's happening on the XRP ecosystem. They have Jazzy Cooper from Ripple on there. Okay, in DAIXRP.com, I'm gonna show you 3 tokens that I haven't bought yet, but I'm looking at them. Some of these are old school. Some of them, well, let me look. Yeah, they're all everybody kind of knows about them, but these are just 3 I'm looking at. I'm going to probably buy another dip tomorrow, and it'll probably be one of these 3. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family somebody's at the door. Let me go check it. Okay, looks like it was a package. It's that time of year. So we can keep this thing going. Here we go.